Welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, March 27, 2025. I am Hayden Stoll. He is author Christopher Michael Blake. It is time for interesting and weird news stories. Christopher, without further ado, let's get weird.
Hayden, we're supposed to talk about kind of like conspiracy theories and supernatural, things of that nature. So I have to ask, do you know what remote viewing is?
Remote viewing.
Yes.
Like, is that like Zoom or Teams?
Well, kind of.
Fashion?
However, it's more or less when the CIA will pull people with supernatural or psychic abilities in, and they would have a picture on one side of like a cardboard cutout or something.
Mm.
And they would say, "We have an object over here. Can you tell us where this object is?" And then the psychic would then try to find it.
The scene from Ghostbusters.
No, a little bit more intense than that.
Okay.
Because it's not just identifying what you have on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
It is physically trying to locate that object in the natural world.
Okay, got it.
So it's basically putting a spy into place. If you remember the Stephen King book Firestarter,
okay,
I believe that was his gift. He could go places, and it would help the CIA with their spy network. Because you don't have to have actually somebody physically there. I know Stranger Things did it too, where they were talking about doing that series as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in that kind of thing?
Man, I believe people have gifts, and I believe that some people are capable of things like that, especially if they're aware they have it or they can like hone it. I mean, have I ever encountered anybody like that? Not that I know of. But I do believe people can do. There's people have special. Some of the people have special abilities, right? Like the people that can, talk to ghosts or can see ghosts, and I think people can do that.
I don't know why this happens. It was kind of just like out of the blue today. 2 news stories, both involved remote viewing, popped up. Both stories were declassified back in the 1980s. So this wasn't like a buried secret for the last 40, 50, 60 years, and it just came to light like this week.
Yeah.
The first involved a CIA psychic who was laughed out of the room after he saw a top secret Russian sub and told them, the CIA, this is what's going on. They kind of like, yeah, get out of here. And then a year later, they finally got satellite imagery of this thing. And they're like, because at the time that the psychic had seen it, it was still in the warehouse being built.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So his name was Joe McMoney Eagle. Claimed to have used his ability to see it inside a secret Soviet Union hangar and uncover a top secret submarine being built. Yeah, he was able to remote view a large warehouse 100 yards from the White Sea in 1979, describing never seen before type of submarine with slanted tubes and a unique double hull structure.
Wow.
But the CIA and the U.S. Navy claimed this fantasy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. Interesting.
Yeah. So in addition to this, even more importantly, in my opinion, one remote viewer in 1988 in a psychic experiment this is declassified CIA documents, by the way. So if you want to know where your tax money was going that didn't get doged, this is where it was going at the time. They uncovered the Ark of the Covenant. Yes, that one.
Wow.
So, declassified CIA documents allege that the long-shrouded mystery of the elusive Ark of the Covenant, the chest containing the 10 Commandments, was solved in 1988. be a psychic experiment. You think the psychic experiments call us? We're on real media. I don't know. People find out. The CIA conducted experiments in the 80s with individuals who claimed they were psychics with extrasensory perception and knowledge about the past and future. While the physical evidence for the famed ark is yet to be discovered, the documents that were unveiled in 2000 claim that the ark was discovered in 88. In one of the reports titled Project Sunstreak, remote viewer number 32 was asked to locate a target using coordinates, and they described the Ark of the Covenant to be hidden in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is, again, he didn't know he was actually looking for the Ark. This is how they described it. You ready?
Go.
The target is a container. The container has another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver, and it is decorated with a six-winged angel, the remote viewer allegedly said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. He went on to describe the surroundings with intricate details about the people, their culture, and the location before shedding light on the hidden target that was allegedly hidden underground. Now, this wasn't in this article because this is from where is this from? MSN.com.
Mm-hmm.
New York Post also posted a similar article. And what they said that this remote viewer said was the container cannot be opened or pried open. So even if you found it, it won't be opened until people with advanced knowledge know how to open it.
Wow.
When the time is right.
I mean, that time was what we saw in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I was kind of thinking Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. Okay.
This is me. Yeah. So remote viewing, Hayden. Yeah.
Very interesting stuff.
I got more interesting stuff here. Hold on.
Oh, all right.
This one comes from New Jersey itself. New Jersey police chief accused of sticking subordinate with needle, pooping on the floor, and spiking coffee with Adderall and Viagra.
Okay.
This is from NewJersey.com. Yeah. Again, these are all real stories in case you were. This is not fantasy. This is not anything that me and Hayden make up in our off time. A police chief in Hudson County is being accused of assaulting and harassing his officers in a lengthy list of complaints that include defecating on floors, exposing himself, attempting to drug co-workers, and sticking a hypodermic needle into an officer's penis.
Whoa.
Oh, it gets a lot better. Oh yeah.
Boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. 5 police officers are suing in North Bergen over this police chief, Robert Farley's behavior, which also include claims of retaliation, discrimination, sexual misconduct, and harassment. And wouldn't you know, the town of North Bergen came out and said, no, we really don't believe you guys. And
shocking.
We believe the police chief. We got faith in him.
What an allegation this is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And of course, Farley's embedded in the town. The officers say Farley's toxic and abusive behavior has been ongoing after he became chief and has been with the department for 26 years after his father and grandfather both served as deputy chiefs. Yeah. Michael Duran, 59, worked as a special captain with administrative duties assigned to Farley's office in 2023. Duran and Farley have been friends and traveled with other high-ranking officers in December of 2023 to St. Bartholomew in the Caribbean. Why are these guys going to the Caribbean?
You know who's in the Caribbean?
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
However, Farley's attitudes toward Darren changed. Farley used to chase me around the office, Darren wrote in his notice. After cornering me in the filling area with no further room for retreat, he sticks a hypodermic needle through my jeans into the tip of my penis. Darren wrote the needle drew blood, and that was further humiliating when he had to explain the injury to his wife.
Oh, boy. What in the world is happening? He cornered me.
From this point on, the police chief retaliated and created a hostile work environment against Aaron. The chief would then shave his body hair on the people's property, their persons, and their food. He was also fond of scraping fluids from his underwear into people seated in the chief's office.
This guy's bananas.
Oh, 4 other officers filed allegations against Farley. They each detailed numerous complaints of harassment, sexual misconduct, discrimination, and retaliation. They say they witnessed Farley dump a handful of Viagra and Adderall into a coffee pot, stirring the pills until they dissolved. Farley has then on several occasions pulled his pants down and defecated on the floor in front of the entire office staff.
This guy's a total wild card.
He has then left feces in the bathroom floor with the intent of having somebody unknowingly step in it.
Oh, no.
He also allegedly clogged the toilet with paper and other objects on purpose.
Fantastic.
And then defecated in the waste paper basket when he was changing offices. So the person who's coming into that office happened to find his little present.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then, so again, this guy here is just outrageous. Yeah.
That's scary.
Here we go. Some of the other incidents of harassment the officers had to endure included Farley placing hot sauce in a microwave, which essentially turned the substance into a pepper spray that permeated throughout the office.
Total wild card, man. Like, this guy is crazy. Crazy. And he's the chief.
He put firecrackers under officers' chairs, too, and once ripped the television monitor off the wall and smashed it into pieces. He yanked the doorbell off a wall because he felt too many people were visiting the office.
Oh, boy.
He is also accused of using racial slurs in retaliation. One whistleblower who cooperated with an internal affairs investigation over a hostile work environment, civil rights violation, told investigators that others in the department called him a camel jockey and a terrorist, and that a detective told him people of his heritage were responsible for 9/11 attacks.
Yikes.
And the town is siding with this guy.
That's kind of
those
insane.
are very specific incidents. It's not you really can't recall dates and times.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a one-off. It's a he said, she said type thing. These are sworn law enforcement officers kind of telling you, hey, this kind of behavior has been going on probably for a long time.
That's crazy. Like, I don't imagine being in that office and having to go to work there every day.
I can't wait to try that microwave bit.
Where was this suggestion in college?
I don't know, but apparently it's a good one.
Oh, no.
Hayden, from author Christopher Michael Blake, author of the Cape May Murders, comes his new mystery novel, Trespass Against Us. When he's confined to his home for a vehicular homicide he couldn't prevent, Brendan Peters, a flawed writer, must dodge his own guilt and threat of arrest when he witnesses his mysterious neighbor disposing of a body, forcing him into a dangerous game of cat and mouse with deadly consequences. Trespass Against Us is now available on Amazon.com and ChristopherMichaelBlake.com. Hayden, are you looking for an affordable way to gain and attract new clients?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you spending your time here?
I ask myself that every other week.
Yeah, it's like the degenerates kind of like hang out. It's not. However, if you want to hang out with the degenerates, all it's going to cost you is $30. And you will have your advertisement read here and on our other show where we review the movies and on our website. Hayden, tell the people about where you can view our show.
You can catch us on Paranormal 24/7 Network, on X, on YouTube, on Twitch, every other week. RSS feed, we're everywhere.
And that's not just 2 episodes. That's for the entire month. I think I have to stress that. So you're not just getting 2 episodes. You're getting a minimum of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Plus placement on our website. Visit www.radiotherapy.com REELGEEK media.com. Click on the link for sponsor us, advertise with us, or donate here to get started. Again, that's www.realgeekmedia.com. Hayden, it's time for our new segment. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ask Hayden.
Ask me.
Is this cheating or not?
Ooh.
And what would you recommend this woman do?
Okay.
My 27-year-old husband, she's a 28-year-old male. He is heavily involved in a game in which members role play as characters in a town. There is a Discord server where the members voice chat and can type back and forth to each other. This woman goes on to share that through this game that her husband spends hours and hours a day playing. He met a few friends online and has become particularly close with one woman. They talk every day through Discord. Even when my husband is at work, he's chatting with her.
Mm-hmm.
I know this because I've seen these messages. They voice chat with me in the room every day, the wife wrote. When she expresses her concerns to her husband, he downplays it and says, there's nothing to worry about. But then she found explicit text conversations between her husband and this mystery woman.
Mm-hmm.
What would you recommend this woman do?
What was the explicit message? Do we know?
I don't know that. However, the husband, she kind of gave it to him like this. You have to choose the game or me at this point.
Mm.
And he kind of said, well, I understand, but I'm going to continue this gaming affair. Maybe we need an open marriage instead.
Oh yeah, this is going a direction here. I mean, look,
you weren't supposed to know that part yet. I was trying to lead you to water.
You know, you got two things here, right? One, that dude, he should have room to have a hobby. Now, did something go off a little too far in the wrong direction? Yeah, it did. And, you know, I don't blame her for doing that, for kind of throwing down the gauntlet there. You know, like she called him out. He should have recognized it as like, well, wait, yeah, this is kind of, I shouldn't be doing that, right? I can go find this same hobby with maybe some other people. I don't know. Like, what are they playing? Dungeons and Dragons? Like,
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like. You know, you can't play D&D with somebody else. I mean, come on. You know, but for him to say that part, like, or suggest even that open, like, that's kind of like, buddy, I think you're kind of in the wrong. You need to pump the brakes there.
Do you recommend a divorce attorney for this woman yet?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I would. It's over.
I think so. But you know, without that little piece where he's, you know, doing the wrong thing there, you know, he should be allowed to pursue the hobby. Okay, he took it too far, right? But he should be allowed to do those things. Everybody needs an outlet, right? But that dude just nope, not a good idea. Not a good idea.
That's our Ask Hayden segment for this week, everybody. Do not take your online gaming friends too far or ask your wife for an open relationship. Because you choose to have an emotional affair with a woman.
Do you imagine, like, just the brazenness of asking that question?
I just want to know, at what point does he find out that she's from Nigeria and she has a shipping container full of rare items, gold, that she can only access if she sends her money?
Oh man, yes. That's 100%. At what point does that come out?
I don't know. But have you seen the pictures coming out of Egypt, Hayden?
Yes, I have.
So, for those of you not in the know, this is from the New York Post. Vast underground city found below Egypt's Giza pyramids. Scientist claims in groundbreaking wild theory. So, Italian and Scottish scientists studying the pyramids of Caffrey say they found a groundbreaking study that's redefined the boundaries of satellite data analysis and archaeological exploration. Now, if I got this right, it sounds like they used some kind of synthetic aperture radar, and they found a whole bunch of structures. Potentially, they're not 100% sure. They said they're like 85 to 90% sure, extending down.
Yes.
And that there's 5 structures down there, previously unknown, and they go down for, let's see if I can find out. They say that these newly discovered structures are connected to pathways. There's 5 of them that lead to below the surface and are believed to expose hidden rooms and wells beneath the 4,500-year-old wonder. Now, they're theorizing that these structures are 38,000 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like when you start to kind of think about this, right? The first thing I thought of was the end of Total Recall.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing about it, for years they've speculated this, the pyramids in Egypt could be an electrical source.
Right. Right.
And who knows what's all the way down at the bottom of this thing? I mean, evidence of the first civilizations, whether number 5 right now after the flood or 4, that there have been 4 great floods over the course of our history. So, I mean, we don't know.
You know what even begs the question when you see this is, where's that period? Is it Antarctica? There's that
one in Alaska.
I thought it was either Antarctica or
they have. So this is the thing. In Antarctica, they have the giant hole that the military allegedly flew into.
No, I don't mean the hole. There's a pyramid, and it makes you think.
That's in Alaska.
It makes you think, what's under that too? If this is under the one in Egypt, what's under this one?
That was in Alaska. That one's under Alaska. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Very interesting stuff, though.
But of course, people are skeptical about this whole thing, and they're saying it's a hoax because this hasn't gone through peer review yet. But essentially, what you're showing right now is the created 3D model for the giant wells that descend below the pyramid with a spiral pathway. And
pretty interesting.
They say that there's a likelihood that the 5 smaller structures found just below the surface may just be there because of the history of the area. But it's kind of odd that it would be there.
Yeah.
They say, well, this is a strong correlation between the layout and the characteristics of those underground chambers and legendary halls described in ancient myths. So, but 38,000 years old, potentially. Again, we'll never get under there either. I get the one of the former guys who used to run the Egyptian Museum over there. He's already like, this is a hoax. And even if they found something under there, do you think they would tell us?
No.
I don't believe that they would either. I don't think they're even going to risk trying to dig that.
No.
You got to potentially destroy.
Yeah, that's the
excavate. Risk. I mean, not only that, they built that whole population up just outside the pyramids. Yeah. Hayden, have you ever heard the scary story when you were a little kid about the person under the bed?
Oh, yeah.
How's that go? Do you remember?
No, I don't. I don't know if it was a story. Maybe I was always just kind of like as a kid, you're kind of just scared of
I'll tell you
of the bed.
I'll tell it to you right now.
Yeah.
One night, it's thundering out. Rain's coming down. Flashing. And this little girl is left at home with the babysitter. But she's not scared because she's got her dog. This great German Shepherd. And the German Shepherd sits right where her bed is. So she can reach her hand down. Every time a bolt of lightning hits, she reaches her hand down. And the dog will lick her hand. She's not scared. Bolts of lightning keep hitting. She's pulling the covers up. She keeps reaching her hand down. And the dog keeps licking her hand. And finally, after a while, she gets the feeling that something's just not right. She runs up out of the bed. She runs to the bathroom. and she flips the light on, and in the shower area, she sees her dog strung up by the neck, hung, dead. On the mirror, it says, "Serial killers like to lick little girls' hands too."
Jesus. Yikes.
I say that because this next story is very similar to that.
Yeah.
This is from Fox News. Kansas babysitter finds monster under child's bed. Man charged with aggravated kidnapping.
That's not good.
Oh,
That's not good.
life, right? A man in Kansas was booked into jail on aggravated kidnapping and other charges after a child found him hiding underneath a bed in their home on Monday. The Barton County Sheriff's Office said the incident happened around 10:30 at a home just outside of Great Bend, Kansas. When a babysitter was putting a child in the bed, one child told the babysitter, "There's a monster under the bed." And Martin Villalobos Jr. was allegedly found under the bed and immediately began fighting the babysitter, which led to the children being knocked over.
Oh, boy.
This all happened after the victim attempted to show the children there was actually nothing under the bed, and she came face to face with the male suspect who was hiding there.
No bueno. Not good.
Villalobos was able to flee the area before deputies arrived, but was caught after a foot pursuit. Yeah.
That's scary stuff right there. That's scary stuff.
Hayden, when it rains, it pours. Do you know who Sophia Rain is?
Is this OF?
Let me find out you're subscribing.
Yeah, under our email account here.
Not my email account. I don't have that kind of money. That's not the subscription I'm paying for. You know how much he's made doing OF?
Didn't we talk about her?
It's possible we did.
Probably, let's say 14 mil.
43.
Whoa.
Yes. Wow. However, she has built $1 million brand with her work on OnlyFans. And she received criticism on the left and the right for questionable content she shares online. But the 20-year-old model only listens to the words of a higher power. Apparently, while she does receive backlash online, she's never questioned her Christian faith.
Interesting.
I have a very close relationship with my church, and I love God. I believe that He will forgive your sins for anything. And I think that He's happy that I'm successful. Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question, Hayden. Do you think we hate on her just a little bit because it wasn't that easy for us?
Well, I think that's definitely part of it.
Let's face it, we hate, right? We're hating right now.
It's definitely part of it.
It's just because it's a woman.
It's easy. It's easy to do, that, like for them, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. You take it away, and then what do we have? What are we left with?
Yeah. Apparently she's still a virgin as well. $43 million, though.
God bless you.
Yeah, I just, again, I sit here and I talk to my daughter all the time, and I sit there and she goes, "Oh, I want to be a YouTube influencer and do Minecraft videos and Roblox videos." And I said, "No, you don't." And she doesn't quite understand that, how dangerous it is out there, how many predators are out there.
Yeah.
I said, "I want better for you than that. I want better than I did for you." And she just wants to make YouTube videos. I'm like, no, even that is like, no.
Definitely no. Yeah, definitely no.
They
don't understand it because that's like their day to day, right? Like watching those videos. And I think they're fun, but there's that whole dark element to the internet.
Oh, yeah.
People are just disgusting.
But yeah, I think with Miss Rain here, there's definitely some hate. And, look, I believe in faith and I believe in God. She does too. And I believe that God forgives people the same way she does, no matter what. But she believes God is happy she's successful with her $43 million fortune. So, again, If only God would be happy enough to bless me with a pittance of that.
Right?
But seriously, I have my family, and that's worth more than anything that I could ever ask for. So I'm grateful.
Very true.
This is in Australia, Hayden.
Down under, shrimp and the barbie.
Oh, well, there's some shrimp. Couple caught having sex at family swimming spot. It's a shocking demand to onlookers. We were in disbelief. But I'm going to ask you, what do you think they asked?
Take a picture?
Here you go.
No.
A man and a woman were caught in a public sex session while swimming in a popular water hole by several hundred onlookers.
Several hundred?
Who began to, this is like a tourist destination they were doing this at. It's in the daytime. Kids, families.
That's great. Wonderful.
People took their cell phones out, started video recording this whole thing.
Of course.
The perpetrator's partner pictured getting it on in the shallows around 1:30 p.m. The lagoon is a popular spot for feeding pelicans and is frequented by families and tourists alike. Well, when they finished, the man got out of the water and went over to all these people watching. What do you think he asked them for?
Tips.
Tips on?
No, money.
You were 100% correct. Give yourself a ding ding.
Really? Wow. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Shockingly, the lagoon lovemaker got out of the water and approached the group asking for money while becoming verbally abusive. He demanded we instantly hand him our phones or give payment for having watched a so-called performance.
A performance. Yes.
He said if he
theater. It's theater.
He continued to state he doesn't perform for free and people pay him for what we just witnessed.
Oh boy.
At least he knows his worth. Do you think he got 43
Oh,
million?
yeah, listen, there you go. Put a price tag on it. Oh, man.
Yeah. In that same lagoon last month, by the way, they found a body floating in there. Not related to any of this. Yeah. I'm not joking. That's serious, by the way.
That's true. Oh, that's even worse.
Look, all these stories are true. I don't tell you. There's no,
that's
no fabrication here.
That's crazy. That's just even more disgusting now.
Only in Australia.
There you go.
Probably.
Down under.
Yeah. This is from the New York Post. Arizona teacher allegedly exposed himself in front of class while peeing in a can at his desk. He offers an odd excuse. So I'm going to read summary part of the story. I'm going to ask you, what do you think his excuse was? Elementary school educator Kurt Hinton allegedly exposed his penis in front of a class full of students to urinate, but he offered an odd excuse for the indecent act. The 52-year-old sixth grade educator at Wilson Elementary School in Phoenix is accused of peeing into a can while sitting in his desk on March 18th. Each student claimed they saw the teacher's genitalia. The students say they thought they heard what sounded like a waterfall going into a can, but then realized it was their teacher relieving himself in front of the classroom rather than in the restroom. What do you think Mr. Hinton said? What was his excuse?
I can't even imagine.
You got the last one right. Come on now.
Ah, man. How old are these kids?
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. So they're not peeing themselves. He said it's my turn.
What is that, 12, 10, 11?
I don't even know. Like, what excuse can you possibly even give here?
All right, here you go. Hayden.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's the wrong answer. Steve Harvey would ding you for that.
Yes.
When confronted by cops, Hinton allegedly admitted to peeing in a white can inside his classroom, but stressed he didn't think the students can see it as he was covering his hand with his penis.
Yes. It is not visible.
He also claimed he's new to the school and didn't know how to get another staffer to watch his class so he could run to the restroom. He
There's
then says,
no phone.
well, I mean, I would just walk out to go to the restroom and be like, I'll be back in
Right,
one.
I'll be right back. Behave.
Hinton reportedly also said he ended up reverting to what he used to do while serving in the military when he couldn't leave his post.
Don't leave your post. Just use your hand.
I guess so.
Good Lord, buddy.
Have you seen this this doctor in Hawaii? This article about this doctor in Hawaii and his wife? They're in Hawaii, and he asks his wife. By the way, he's a doctor. She is a nuclear engineer. She's 36. He's 46.
Hmm.
They go up to this top of this popular hiking trail, the Pali Lookout. Panoramic views is beautiful. And he says, honey, come on closer. We got to take this photo together. And she says, no. What do you think your response if you were the husband would be, Hayden?
I mean,
your wife refuses to take a picture on your vacation with you.
I'm not really concerned. Like, seriously, I'm not going to have a coronary over it.
Well, apparently your priorities are different than this doctor's. This is Garrett Koenig, by the way. He flipped out because his wife refuses to take a picture with him. So he ends up bashing her head in with a rock.
Now he can take the picture.
Pushing her off the Hawaii hotspot. He then goes on to take a hypodermic needle and tries to inject her with something with these two syringes. But, of course, they couldn't figure out if there's any drugs in here. Now, this guy's like an anesthesiologist. He's like a doctor of medical knowledge. And somehow he couldn't finish the job and kill her. And
wow.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that's cause of death would be a little suspicious. Right? You're going to do it. Like, just push her off the cliff and hope, is there a volcano around?
I mean, it's like, now, was this his intent? Because he's carrying these syringes around. Was this his intent to kill her?
It was all because she refused to take the picture.
Snapped. He just snapped. Wow.
And she's a good-looking woman, too. Good-looking couple. Good-looking couple, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now, the worst part of it is this. Koenig was arrested close to the Pali Highway after a brief foot chase roughly 8 hours after the alleged attack. Now, where is he going in Hawaii when Hawaii is an island? Where is he running to?
The airport? Like, where are you going to go, man?
I don't know.
Just keep going around in circles.
Hayden, there's a lot of videos on YouTube nowadays saying that, women shouldn't pay for the first date, and they pay enough because they have to put the makeup on and put the outfit together, and all that takes time and money to do, and they have to get dolled up to do so. How much would you say a woman should spend preparing for a first date?
Time?
Money for makeup and whatnot. Yeah.
I don't think they should go nuts at all. I mean, I don't know, but like, I'm simple, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not looking for that.
Well, what if she was going to visit her man while in the clink?
Well, I mean, listen, you can, but you don't really need to. You don't really need to.
Well, apparently you would be wrong. Because Love Burns Saffron Boswell shells out nearly $40,000 a year on beauty procedures to look drop dead gorgeous for FaceTime dates with her jailbird boyfriend Luke.
Yes.
She's 26 and she does it to keep it exciting. I get regular treatments like Botox, a vampire facial, and skin boosters. In this situation, you need anything you can hold on to. I think it helps having something to look forward to.
Listen, I guess that's a thought, but like, I don't know. So what happens like when he gets out?
He gets out in about a year and a half.
Okay. So then when he gets there and the like when you go to the restaurant, you order the burger and it doesn't look like the picture that you ordered it from.
Well, I think they were together before.
Oh, okay.
When he was like 20 and he was 18.
Okay.
So yeah. Again, that's just based on what I remember reading anyway. But I have a picture of her here, and you can see. I mean, again, attractive now. However, once the plastic surgery starts hitting and everything else, I mean, look at 26.
That's a lot of makeup.
It is. However, there's a full list here on what she annually spends. Are you ready, Hayden?
Ready.
Because if you want this 26-year-old, this is what you're going to need to spend to keep her happy. Anti-wrinkle jab, forehead and chin, $3,923. Filler under eye, nose, and lips, $9,528. Skin booster, $2,241.
Wow.
Facial, $4,482. Ombre brows, I don't even know what those are, $1,810. Hair color and extensions, $9,051. Lash extensions, $1,681. Nails, $5,171. And new outfits, $1,241. Hayden, you better get another part-time job.
Right? That's a lot of money.
Speaking of jobs, let's just say, for sake of argument, you're walking down the street and you get the brilliant idea to pay for that $39,000. I'm going to go hold up a Dairy Queen. What are you laughing for? It's not funny. It's not.
I mean, it's the Dairy Queen. Like you're going to be rolling in it.
How much money do you think you would be able to get
out of the Dairy Queen?
Sticking them up.
Yeah, I mean, most people pay by card. So what's in the register? $200.
That's your over under for today is 200.
200.
That's what you think you're getting?
Yes.
Well, robber faces felony charge for allegedly holding up a Dairy Queen at gunpoint for just $1.50.
$1.50. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, she was accused of brandishing a black handgun to hold up a Dairy Queen at Coconut Creek, 37 miles north of Miami. This is Allison Fetting. She needs some of that makeup and filters too, so I'm sure she was going to get that. No one was hurt during the robbery, but when she failed to get to the cashier to empty the register, she made off with the tip jar, which contained a paltry $1.50. Yeah, she was first arrested on armed robbery charges the day after the robbery and was finally booked for the Dairy Queen robbery on Friday while already in custody serving state prison time for multiple robbery and drug convictions. Yeah. So,
Wonderful.
Let me ask you, so what's 10 years of your life worth? Oh, $1.50.
$1.50 at the Dairy Queen. That's terrible. Criminal mastermind.
We got another job for you, Hayden.
All right.
Got to make that $39,000. Here we go. Do you know who JoJo CY is?
Yes, I do.
Who is she?
She was former kids Nickelodeon pop star actress. And she was wasn't she on that
Dance Moms?
Dance Moms.
Yes. Yeah. So we discussed last week where a certain celebrity, Gene Simmons from Kiss, was charging $12,000 to be his roadie.
Mm-hmm. Is this another one? Oh man!
Look, how much do you think JoJo CY could get from you?
What was Gene Simmons?
12,000.
She's looking at 35,000.
35,000.
No,
more. You say more than Gene Simmons? That's really
how much?
For the VIP package where you could help set up for her live shows and be going to it.
I'm going to pay you to show your shit.
You get to pay $900 for that VIP package.
That's it?
Look, Hayden, I told you, you got your second career lined up right here.
Man.
$900 now, yeah.
What do you get for the 900?
Here we go. The full details of JoJo CY's Dream Guest VIP package are...
Dream Guest.
You only get one general admission ticket to the show, so you get to go by yourself.
What?
Watch the show from the designated audience area of your choice. Exclusive invitation to JoJo's live show setup before question and answer with sound check with JoJo. Help JoJo put together the show with song selection input. Exclusive autographed JoJo memorabilia worn during the show. Access to JoJo's pre-show sound check. Pre-show meet and greet and photo opportunity with JoJo in front of the VIP backdrop. VIP exclusive merchandise. You get to keep the lanyard and VIP laminate that's inside the little,
Right.
Early entry into the building with priority access to the floor. On-site VIP host and pre-show merchandise shopping opportunity. So you can spend more money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So imagine you can sit there. What song should I play today? Oh, I think you should do all these. I'm sure it's still the same songs. I mean, how many
does she possibly have? Like,
yeah. I can't believe you thought she was going to charge more than Gene Simmons.
I don't know. Like, she's kind of cuckoo now.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Let me show you the picture of her. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
This is on make sure
She
I
looks
got
like Gene Simmons now. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
That's actually tame to what I'm accustomed to seeing. She's got the Queen Amidala hair.
You're not wrong with that one. So you saw the good picture. And I mean, I'm sitting there looking at the article today for Chappell Roan. And she's like, I don't like predatory behavior from my fans. They just don't have any boundaries with me. And I'm thinking, these are the people who are buying your albums, listening to your music. And now that you finally hit it big, and I think she's got some talent.
She could sing.
But yeah. I just sit there and think to myself, you're going to really spurn your fans like that?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, sometimes these people just open their mouths when they shouldn't.
Let me give you an example. I was at an event last weekend, and I had these two younger ladies come over, take pictures, the whole bit. And I just, anything I could do to make that fan experience a little bit better for those two, I'm going to go out of my way to do. Mm-hmm. Hey, you want me to take pictures? You want to take a picture of me signing it? You want me to tell you some story?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Engaging with the audience.
And that's, what it's about. If I got recognized on the street, I think I'd be happy as anything.
Yeah.
Hey, aren't you that guy from that TV show on Paranormal 24/7?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were the good-looking guy. Yeah. But hey, that's the news.
That is the news.
Again, a lot of paranormal stuff, and I'm going to do some remote viewing tonight, and if I can get in the what is her name?
You can find
Sydney Sweden streams. I'll be there tonight.
You can locate the Ark of the Covenant.
Look, her ark's underneath her skirt.
Hold up.
She's having problems with her man. I'm ready to fly in.
If
my wife, we'll do it on Discourse though. So my wife
do the Discord.
Yeah.
Learn to play D&D. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
you'll be fine. That's the lesson. That's the lesson.
Does it? Here you go, Hayden. I got another Ask Hayden story here. Man and woman been married for 3 years. She comes to him and says, "I want to open up the relationship."
Uh-oh.
The man agrees.
Okay.
They both have a little fun, but then suddenly, this one girlfriend of hers decides, because again, it's a girlfriend for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to continue to sleep over here and not leave.
Whoa, squatter.
At what point does he say something like,
I mean, you got to put your foot down there. You got to put your foot down. I mean, is he enjoying the company?
No.
You
At
got
this
to put
point,
your
it's
foot
a
down.
threat. It's kind of like uncomfortable. Like he gets up in the
Yeah.
morning to make himself cereal.
She's standing there in the light of the
Yeah.
refrigerator.
Yeah, it's kind of like he goes to work and she's not paying any bills. He's there when she gets
Oh, good.
home.
Great.
It's like
Yeah,
she
no,
just kind of
you
moved in.
got to put your foot down there,
And
bud.
why is the wife not saying anything?
She's enjoying it.
And she's probably enjoying it more than.
Yeah.
And that's a problem, which is
Big
why,
problem.
if you learned anything from Real Geek Media tonight, number one, do not open up your relationship. You will never, ever, ever win that battle. It will never turn out well for you. It won't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't compete. What's the
No.
line from Seinfeld?
Avoid the clap.
No, well, not that one. That was A League of Their Own. It was I can't handle something and perform at the same level as somebody who has that equipment 24 hours a day and knows how to work that equipment better than I do. Where I only have access on a good week 45 minutes a week on a
There
good
you
week.
go. There you go.
That was the Elaine line, I believe. You don't watch Seinfeld?
I did back in the day.
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
Yeah, shrinkage. Yeah, you understand. Oh, all white guys do. All right.
There you go. That's the news. That's Let's Get Weird. Thank you
I got
guys for
weird
joining
again there,
us.
didn't I got a little,
Well, that's what we
yeah.
do. That's what we do. That's what
If
we
only
do.
I had cut out 5 minutes earlier, you wouldn't have gotten all this valuable resources and information.
Laughs.
Where were you to pull me
Keep
back
saying-
in? You didn't pull me back in. You got.
I'm going for gasps. That's that Always Sunny episode. But that's the news. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. If you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe. If you don't, we thank you again for spending some time with us. Catch us in 2 weeks. We'll be back with true crime, and we are also going to have the Freehold Ghost Tours.
Rest in peace, Wade Boggs.
Have a good night.